Need to make some modifications on your ECU for your JLU? Well, today I'm going to show you just how to do that with a Tazer Mini. So why do you guys need a Tazer Mini? Let's talk about it. For us, it's because of these bad boys right here. We upgraded to some Mickey Thompson Baja Boss ATs. These are 35-inch tall tires versus the original, which I'm not exactly sure what they were, but they were smaller, much smaller. With bigger tires, there's something else that also often is overlooked and really is needed to make sure your Jeep operates the way it's supposed to. In Caleb's case, cameraman Caleb, if you're not familiar, new to the channel, we put the bigger tires on. He felt like he didn't quite have the low crawling speed he wanted off-road, lost a little bit of power on the highway, and so to change that, we found a set of new axles to us on Facebook Marketplace. Already had 488 gears, so a big upgrade there. And also Caleb's got the Sport JLU, which if you're not familiar, has a Dana 35 rear end and a Dana 30 front. And so we wanted to upgrade those to a little bit beefier axle. So we found a Dana 44 rear and it has a Dana 30 front still. But for the 35-inch tall tires, we felt it's gonna work perfect with the 488 gears and give us a big opportunity for upgrades in the future. So this Tazer is really gonna help now that we have different gears and a different size tire to make everything work the way it should inside the Jeep. Now the last reason that we actually needed to also get this Tazer is for all the YouTube keyboard monkeys out there in the world that constantly have the best piece of advice that we would never think of in our entire life. That's to air down. Now, when you air down on these new things, they've got these computers, they have these wonderful sensors in your tires that tell you the tire pressure is too low. But when you're off-road and you're running around at 10 PSI, 15 PSI, you don't want that obnoxious light on all day. And so this Tazer should help us modify those tire pressure values for that sensor. As I mentioned, Caleb's Jeep is a Sport, but for those of you that have a Rubicon, the other really nice thing about the Tazer is that it's gonna allow you to make some adjustments to trick the computer a little bit, to think it's in for low, so you can use your lockers in other ways. The sway bar disconnects, a lot of the other little nuanced things that come specific with like a Rubicon or a Jeep that has dedicated lockers, that's gonna really help you make those adjustments as needed. I also saw some stuff online, I'm not sure, comment below if you are familiar. Said there's opportunities to make some programming adjustments in case you're winching. You can increase the RPMs a little bit to help your alternator work a little bit, put out a little bit more power. Those are some other additional perks. But now let's get to what you're really here for, getting this bad boy hooked up. For step one, to get this Tazer installed, we need to remove this panel right here. So let me show you how to get this panel removed so that we can access where the Tazer needs to be to get it installed. Nothing like playing with plastic on somebody else's car. Let's start down here, that feels better. Okay, there we go, just this last one. There she blows. So for step two, right up in here, you can see there's like in this case, it's like a cloth wrapped loom, and it comes here, and then there's these two plugs roughly in this area. It's hard to make sure I'm pointing in the right spot, but somewhere in here, there's these two plugs. So let me see if we can get this on film. I'll get the camera, okay, right there where my hand is. You're gonna push that plug down and pull it out just like that. So there you go, boom. So then you've got one plug. Okay, go ahead and get number two pulled. All right, so there we go. So we've got the inside one, the outside one. You got two plugs just like this. Next step, we've got our Tazer right here. Let's get in some light so y'all can see. The ZAutomotive, and they are, in fact, two different sizes. So you don't even have to worry about getting them in the right spot. You got one plugged. You got two plugged in just like that. Now we're getting some flashing lights. Let's move on to the final step of installation for the ZAutomotive Mini Tazer. Well, now that we've got the Tazer installed, let's go ahead and just hit the accessory on button. Now that we've done that, we're gonna move it to audio, and we're gonna hold the left arrow and the cancel button at the same time. So now that you've held it and you let go,
we did it!
It should look something like that. Light show question mark. So now that we've pressed the left arrow and the cancel to scroll through, you can see this is what it would look like. As you scroll through, it gives you all your different options here. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to Mary. All right, now with hitting Mary, we're gonna hold the left arrow over here, the cruise on, marrying 20, 19, 18. Houston, we have liftoff. We're married. Now that we've done that, we'll go back, do the same thing. Press the left button, we're gonna hit cancel. Now we've got perf, TPMS. This is where we'll make all of our adjustments. Now that we're in performance, left arrow, hit cruise, tire size, 31.94. So now, what we should have already done is measured our tire height. So we're gonna go do that real quick. We're gonna make this adjustment match the tires that are on this Jeep. Now we've got Caleb's daughter's hot pink level. She's really been doing a lot of work around the house. Let's put this bad boy right here on top, stick it out the side a bit, and see how many inches we've got here. We're at 33 and a quarter. 33 and a quarter. So let's get inside, adjust this to 33 and a quarter. All right, 33.22, I think is gonna be about as close to accurate as we're gonna get, because really my tape measuring reading's probably not that great either. All right, now we've got the tire size set. Like I said earlier, we've made these axles 488s versus 345s. So let's go ahead and move those. Same process here. You can see it's gear ratio 345. We're gonna hold the left arrow. We're just gonna hit the up button. And I guess this one goes in much smaller increments. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yep. Oh, I thought we were at 488, but no, we're at like 35. Or 45. We're almost there. 48. Oh, here we go. Get that one on camera. 484, 85, 86, 7, and 8. Now we hit the left arrow and cruise control. Gear ratio is now set. Tire size is set. So now that we've got the tire size adjusted, the gear ratio right, we're not gonna mess with any other settings for now. We're just gonna go ahead and do the final step, which is the reboot. There it is. Okay, that'll take us another 1:41:39 seconds, or roughly 2 minutes and some change. We'll be back after your regularly scheduled programming. Now that we've got the reboot done, the instructions say do 2 full cycles. So the fastest way it says to do that as well is turn the car back off completely, open the door, close the door. Now we just wait for the screen to turn off, and 60 seconds after that, we'll do it again. And then 60 seconds after that, we're gonna take this bad boy for a rip and see how it feels. Okay, it's time for the moment of truth. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's see if it starts. Are we good for this, Caleb? You got to give me the green light here? All right.
Goodbye.
Oh, that AC is awesome. And it sounds like it's running. So definitely after the adjustments here, I would say this thing's throttle's good and responsive. Best I can tell, the speedometer's looking pretty accurate within, you know, a few miles an hour. So better than anything I've ever driven. All right, guys, there you go. That's how you install a Tazer. You've officially been tased. Well, if you're interested in more videos like this with wiring on really old, crazy, crusty vehicles, watch this video here where I wired an entire 1972 Jeep Commando. All right.